He's the Ghost of Sparta, a warrior who laid waste to an entire mythology just to get his revenge. He is also a father in a new land, trying to be a better man, but his reputation just can't seem to die. They are two versions of the same Kratos, one Greek, one Norse. Two sides of the same god of war. And it's the debate every God of War fan has had. If the young, rage-filled Kratos fought the older, wiser Kratos, who would be left standing? Is the Kratos who killed the entire Greek pantheon with a mountain of magical powers the strongest he's ever been? Or has the Kratos who faced down Asgard become something else entirely? Today, we're going to break down their strength, their weapons, and their mindset to answer the question, which Kratos is the most powerful? The Greek god fueled by pure, unstoppable rage, or the Norse god who learned to control it? This is the ultimate showdown. First, we have to look at their mentality. The difference between these two is night and day. Greek Kratos is a hurricane. He runs on nothing but pure, unfiltered rage. His strategy is simple. See an enemy, kill an enemy. See a god, kill a god. He is a blunt instrument of destruction, and he tore through all of Olympus on impulse alone. He was fueled by a fire so hot that it burned away any idea of strategy or what would happen next. But this was his biggest weakness. His rage was easy to manipulate. It's how Ares tricked him into killing his own family. You always knew he would pick the most violent path, and a smart enemy can use that. He had nothing to lose, which made him dangerous, but it also made him careless. Now, look at the Norse Kratos. This is a Kratos who has had to live with what he did for a long, long time. He tries to live like a man, and that forced him to learn control. That doesn't mean he's not violent. He proves that the second Baldur shows up, but now his violence has a purpose. The fire is still there, but it's not a wildfire anymore. It's a forge aimed and used only when he needs it. This Kratos is a strategist. He's patient. He teaches his son to think, to control his anger, to fight smart. These are all lessons Kratos had to learn himself. He uses the environment, he finds weaknesses, and he picks his fights. When he fights Baldur, he's defensive, testing him, looking for a way to win. Young Kratos would have just kept swinging until the world itself broke. A lot of people see the older Kratos get tired after a fight and think it's weakness. That isn't weakness. That is the immense pressure of holding back his true power. Greek Kratos just let the meltdown happen. Norse Kratos learned how to harness that power, to unleash it in controlled bursts we call Spartan rage. This control is his greatest strength, and in a battle of minds, the older, smarter Kratos has the clear advantage. He knows every mistake his younger self is going to make because he's the one who made them. When it comes to pure strength, Kratos has always been in his own league. The real question is, did he get weaker with age, or did he get even stronger? Let's look at his Greek feats. He caught the hand of the Titan Kronos, who was trying to crush him. The force of that clap has been calculated at over 14 billion tons. And Kratos stopped it. He broke the grip of Atlas, the Titan holding up the entire world. He overpowered Hercules, the literal god of strength. These aren't the feats of a demigod. This is planetary-level strength. It's easy to think that was his peak, but you'd be wrong. The game's creators have confirmed it. Kratos has only gotten stronger. It's a known fact in the God of War universe that gods grow more powerful as they age, and Kratos is no different. His Norse feats might seem smaller at first, but they're not. He closes realm tiers, actual rips in reality, with his bare hands. He goes blow for blow with Thor, a god whose fight with the world serpent was so powerful it splintered the World Tree Yggdrasil. And Yggdrasil isn't just a tree, it holds all 9 realms, infinite space, and Kratos is strong enough to not only match Thor, but defeat him. The difference is that the younger Kratos was always at 100%. The older Kratos is constantly holding back to teach his son a better way. The director of the game said it himself. Older Kratos is stronger. The exhaustion we see is just the strain of holding all that power in. So in terms of raw power, Norse Kratos is superior. He has all the strength of his younger self, plus centuries of a god's power growing over time. A warrior needs his weapons, and Kratos has had some of the best. This is where the fight gets interesting, because on paper, Greek Kratos has a much bigger arsenal. Greek Kratos was a walking armory. He had the blades of chaos. He had Medusa's gaze to turn enemies to stone. Poseidon's rage to call down lightning, the claws of Hades to rip out souls, the boots of Hermes for incredible speed, and the Icarus wings for flight. And then there's the Blade of Olympus. This is maybe the most powerful weapon in the whole series. It was the weapon that ended the Great War against the Titans and has the power to kill gods for good. And at the end of God of War 3, Kratos was filled with the power of hope, a power so great it was stated to be enough to kill a god like Zeus. This Kratos was a storm of magic and weapons, so how can Norse Kratos even compete? He starts with just the Leviathan axe. But to call this a downgrade is to miss the point. Greek Kratos used a bunch of tools he took from his enemies. Norse Kratos' power comes from inside. His weapons, the axe, the blades of chaos, and his shield are extensions of his new fighting style. He's a master of his tools. The blades of chaos come back, but now he wields them with a control he never had before, and his main ability, Spartan Rage, has changed. It's not just a constant state of anger anymore. It's a weapon he can turn on and off, giving him insane strength and making him invincible for a short time. He doesn't need a dozen magic items because he has learned to focus his own godly power into a weapon. Greek Kratos had more toys. Norse Kratos has perfected the ones he has. So here we are. In one corner, the Ghost of Sparta, younger, faster, with a huge arsenal and the Blade of Olympus. In the other, the Norse Kratos, physically stronger, a master strategist with total control over his rage. The winner is Norse Kratos. And the reason is simple. He has the biggest tactical advantage possible. He knows his enemy perfectly because he lived his enemy's life. He knows the arrogance, the impulse, and the rage that drives his younger self. He knows that Greek Kratos will attack head-on without thinking. And he knows exactly how to use that against him. It would be like a chess grandmaster playing against himself as a rookie. The grandmaster knows every mistake the rookie will make. Norse Kratos would use his shield to block the first crazy attack. He would dodge, parry, and make his younger self waste energy. Even with the boots of Hermes, Norse Kratos has fought enemies just as fast, like Baldur. He has spent his whole time in the Norse saga fighting gods with powers he's never seen before. He would just pick his younger self apart. The real deciding factor is the mind. Norse Kratos would use his younger self's rage against him, baiting him into making a mistake. And even if Greek Kratos lands a hit with the Blade of Olympus, remember, Kratos has been stabbed with that blade before. He survived and literally crawled out of Hades with pure willpower. Norse Kratos is physically stronger, a much better fighter, and has centuries of experience his younger self doesn't. He would let the storm break against his shield, and when the rage was spent, he would end the fight. He isn't weaker. He's complete. He is the god of war, not of rage, but of will. In the end, the fight between Greek and Norse Kratos is a battle of past versus present, fury versus will. While the Ghost of Sparta gave us some insane moments of destruction, the journey through the 9 realms made Kratos into the most powerful version of himself. His strength is greater, his mind is sharper, and his rage is finally his tool, not his master. The real victory wasn't just killing the gods of Asgard, it was killing the monster he used to be. But that's our take. What do you think? Does the Blade of Olympus and all that magic give Greek Kratos the edge? Let us know who you think would win down in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. It's completely free, and share this with a friend. Thank you for watching.